Long ago, in the 9th century, a group of fierce Vikings set sail on their menacing ship, a boat adorned with scary dragon carvings and dark sails. They were led by the fearsome chieftain Bjorn, known far and wide for their greed and their love for taking what they wanted. One eerie night, they reached an island hidden under thick, creepy fog. People whispered that it was cursed, a place where ghosts roamed freely, seeking revenge on anyone who dared to visit. But John and his crew didn't believe in such tales. They thought the fog protected them and kept others away. With no fear in their hearts, they landed on the spooky shore of the island. They were sure the island's scary reputation would discourage other treasure hunters. As they ventured deeper into the island, they stumbled upon an ancient burial mound, a place long forgotten by time. Legend said it was the resting place of a famous Viking chief, rumored to be filled with incredible treasures. John, driven by his insatiable greed, ordered his crew to dig up the grave. They used shovels and picks, the sound of metal hitting the ground, breaking the eerie silence of the night. Then, with a loud crash, they opened the grave. Inside lay a chest filled with priceless gems, beautifully crafted weapons, and a legendary sword, its handle covered in mysterious writings. The Vikings, their eyes shining with excitement, reached eagerly for the treasure. But as they touched it, the ground started to shake. A ghostly figure, dressed like a Viking chief but with a ghostly, glowing appearance, rose from the grave. His eyes blazed with a strange anger, and his voice echoed with haunting power as he spoke. "I am the guardian of this cursed island. You who have disturbed my resting place shall face a fate far worse than death." John, always defiant, laughed and told his crew to take the treasure. Suddenly the ghostly chief summoned a fierce storm. Dark clouds swirled above, lightning lit up the sky, and heavy rain drenched the Vikings while the wind howled like lost souls. One by one, the raiders met terrible ends. Lightning struck the chest, turning the precious gems to dust. The fancy sword, a symbol of bravery, crumbled into rust. Bjorn himself was lifted into the air by an unseen force, his screams disappearing into the air by an unseen force. His screams disappearing into the storm. Only one Viking survived, a young warrior named Eric, who had tried to stop the grave's desecration. He fell to his knees, begging for forgiveness. The ghostly chieftain, his anger now turned to sadness, spared Eric and gave him a chilling warning. "Go and tell the world about our curse," he said softly, "so others may learn from our suffering and respect the resting places of the dead." Eric, haunted by the terrifying events, sailed away from the cursed island, determined to share his story. The legend of the cursed Viking ship and the vengeful spirits of the island spread far and wide, scaring even the bravest sailors away. Even today, the island remains untouched, guarded by restless ghosts. It's a place where history lives on, defending its treasures with a fury that never dies. Be warned, for those who ignore the warnings may face a fate scarier than they could ever imagine.